What is up, West Virginia basketball fanatics? My name is Mountaineer Paul. This is another edition of Hoops from the Hills. Would like to welcome you guys into this episode where we're going to talk about some West Virginia basketball in the transfer portal, talk about some stuff DeVries said, and talk about the future because I think that's important too. So enjoy. Before we get started, guys, as always, we're going to recognize our tribal chief and sponsor the video, Magic Shine. Today's video is sponsored by Magic Shine, Auto Spa and Tent in Morgantown, West Virginia. At Magic Shine, your vehicle's care is their top priority. They use only the highest product quality products to ensure your car not only looks its best, but is also protected and maintained by the utmost care. From window tinting with top-of-the-line Max Pro tint to protective ceramic coatings from Diamond Protect, they've got you covered. Drive in today and experience the difference at Magic Shine Auto Spa and Tint, where your car shines like new. Shine on Morgantown. And this episode is sponsored by Dutch Miller Automotive, where friends and family pricing means you get the best deal up front, no matter what you do. Today at Dutch Miller Automotive, with brands like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Hyundai, Ford, GMC, Buick, and Subaru, the Dutch Miller Automotive family is always growing and ready to put you in the car or truck you've been searching for. Check out our inventory across West Virginia at DutchMillerAuto.com or come in today to the home of friends and family pricing, only at a Dutch Miller Automotive store near you. My phone died right in the middle of an ad read. Of course it did. So let's get to these chats and see who all's in here so far. Sean Uphold, welcome, sir. Shaggy of West Virginia, are you going to be here? It looks like you're going to have to miss this one. Timothy Green, what's up, brother? What is up? Eric Flowers, good to see you. Zach Valoric, what do you say, man? My buddy. Zach, one of the only people I know personally that comes in here. KF, what's up, man? Daniel Morris, what's good? Silvermark, West Virginia, what's good? I went the unhealthy route today. Sue me. So, looks like a couple targets that West Virginia was looking at or looking elsewhere. Want to wait for these things to go official, but we'll talk about them and when they happen. So don't get discouraged, guys. During my conversations, they are looking at bigs, okay? They're looking for bigs right now. It's just slim pickings. You know, you see a guy go to Ole Miss today. He got paid well for averaging 7 and 5 at a mid-major, and he played at South Carolina. He didn't even start. So that's what's out there, guys. So just understand that. And realize that, would you rather add a big that averaged 7 and 5, or would you rather add another guard that could average maybe 16? You know, it's so to me, that's the most important. It's similar to a draft, how they do the NFL draft, right? Best player available or need. Which one do you do, right? It's always that question. Well, I think they're going to go best player available, just my opinion. Tosh Miller, did our coaching staff ever get filled? I think that's something, you know, at the end of the day, Tosh, you have to look at it like this. Coaching staffs only had 2 or 3 guys, mostly 3, for years and years and years, right? So I know it's an important question, and I'm not saying you're saying what I'm saying here, but people, I've had a lot of questions about that lately, and I haven't seen anything. You know, it's not something I've looked into or followed. Obviously, I would have done an episode on it had it happened officially. But they've got people helping them and stuff. I'm sure they'll fill that as soon as this wave is over with and they get the roster taken care of. I think they feel like they have enough to fill the roster now. And I'm sure they'll add somebody, maybe some grad assistants or something like that later, because they can have 5, I believe, right? So we'll see what it is. Jeff Walker, what's up, brother? David Eaton, what's up, guys? Glad to see you. Jeff Morgan, what's up? Jacksonville. What's up? Right. I understand that. Listen, I understand that. But would you rather have somebody who's bad on the floor? Okay, let's say Ollie, would you play Ollie Regab last year? Somebody who is obviously there just for practice. I'm just saying there's not a lot of good players. I don't even know how many Power Five starters are out there right now. You can accomplish a lot of it with length, Tosh. So I think they're going after long players. But let's see what the roster looks like when it's done, and then worry about what because they're still chasing, like I said. So at the end of the day, that's all you can do, and they're not going to overpay for bad players. I mean, I've been told that personally. So they're not going to overpay for bad players. I don't know how else to really say that, Tosh, but I understand the fear. It's just that put yourself in their shoes really quick. This is something that they do for a living. This is something that they spend their lives doing. And this, every time they turn around, they see we need bigs. They know, and I think it's frustrating a little bit for them, just like it is for us as fans. We have the right to complain, not saying we don't. But, one complaint I've heard from the other side is it's not like we're not trying. So just give them time to do it. I mean, listen, they lost out on some guys that they just it was said to me, we're not going to compete with Arkansas, Louisville, Kentucky in the financial aspect. We're just not. With the news today that came down that universities can now pay players, I don't know when that kicks in. But if it kicks in immediately, that would be a huge coup for us, right? But it also is for everybody else. So does that mean the market gets reset and things are going to get more expensive, or could we pay a $1.5 million player now? I don't know. But let's talk about something positive, right? Let's go to the website here. For those of you that haven't been in here in a while, Zach, I'm glad you're in here, man. Zach Valork is a good buddy of mine and somebody that I spent a lot of time with at one point in time. Zach, this is my new website, and everybody else too. This is the website. This is West Virginia Insiders. So if you don't have this thing favorited or maybe bookmarked, maybe do that for me. Really proud of this. Sean from Magic Shine really helped me put this thing together. He's got a lot of experience putting websites together and different things like that. And he did that for me. So I was able to get in late last night and write this article. And I decided, you know what, I'll make a little bit of a live around this. So let's talk about this. DeVries makes big statement about roster overhaul. WVInsiders.com's WVU Basketball's transformative offseason. West Virginia head coach Darren DeVries and his staff have been nonstop busy since landing in Morgantown. With just one player returning from last year's roster, they've invested considerable time and effort into recruiting through the transfer portal, and their efforts are starting to pay off. This is who's transferred in so far. So far, West Virginia has successfully landed 7. Javon Small, Sincere Harris, Joseph Yesufu, Tucker DeVries, Toby Okani, Monty Hansberry, Eduardo Andre, and obviously we know Ofri Nove is on this team as well. On3 Sports recently ranked WVU's transfer portal class as the second best in the country, a testament to the strategic and effective recruitment by DeVries and his staff. Coach DeVries on the new roster. So earlier this week, Coach DeVries discussed the new roster on the Field 68 podcast with Jeff Goodman. I love the makeup of our roster right now. I think they're all very committed. Oops, sorry about that. This mouse thing is very sensitive. I think they're all very committed to winning. They're hungry. They're ready to go out and compete. I can't wait for all of us to get started here in a few weeks as we start the summer workouts, end quote, DeVries said. He emphasized the importance of familiarity and relationships in building the team. What helps is that maybe I didn't know them personally, but our assistants did in some way, shape, or form. They either coached them or had a relationship before. Maybe they recruited them at a previous school where they were pretty intentional about making sure we got the right guys. And I feel really good about where our roster's at right now. And this is his expectations and potential changes. The high ranking the high ranking of WVU's transfer class brings both excitement and pressure. Despite the accolades, success is not easy at all. Last year, West Virginia boasted the top-rated class, but struggled through a challenging season, finishing 9-23. Everything from a court case to players holding out in August, coaches resigning right before the year, to Jesse Edwards' broken wrist the week before several key players returned, really halted the progress of last year's team. It begs the question, does a top transfer portal class matter? Highlighting the critical need for depth in the highly competitive Big 12 conference and not just top-end talent. Coach DeVries and his team are aware of these challenges. The goal is to blend the new talent with a few more seasoned players to build a cohesive and competitive squad for 2024-2025. Moving forward, the Mountaineers' transformative offseason has set a foundation for potential success. With a roster full of promising transfers, coaching staff dedicated to fostering team chemistry and resilience, West Virginia is poised to make a significant impact in the upcoming season. For more updates and in-depth coverage of West Virginia basketball, stay tuned to WVInsiders.com. All right, guys. So there's a lot to be said about that, right? First of all, really proud of that website. And I know you guys have heard me, say this a few times that come in here all the time, but I am, and Sean deserves a lot of credit for that, for the way he built that thing up. Something we're going to be starting. So we've only got 64 people in here right now. I didn't expect a huge crowd because nothing pressing happened. There was no commit, anything like that. There is some nuggets to be found in this episode, though, if you stick around. So here's what we're going to be doing. If you're not signed up to the forum on West Virginia Insiders, you got to be subscribed to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. You got to be subscribed to Hoops from the Hills right here. And you got to be signed up at the forum. And we'll figure out a way to track all three. Obviously, your name's going to be the same on both Mountaineer Paul and Hoops from the Hills. And then the forum either make the same name or I don't know exactly what we figured out as far as with Sean, but he said he could pull the list. So type the number 2024 or something like that beside your name. I don't know exactly what to do on that. Sean, are you in here? We'll figure out something on it, but go ahead and get signed up, and we'll figure out a way to figure out. I know it'll tell me exactly who comes in and when and all that kind of stuff, but we're going to be giving away something, a signed jersey, a signed hat, a signed helmet, something like that from Garrett Green or one of the players. And this is going to be happening probably monthly. So if you continue, so if you want to sign up, give yourself a chance in this first run through. Make sure you're subscribe to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, subscribe to Hoops from the Hills, and sign up for the website. They're all free. All you got to do is do it. Your Eat Shit Pit, Jacob Yoho's Eat Shit Pit. Yeah, you know what? That gave me a great idea, Jacob. If you're already signed up for the website, if it'll let you edit your name, type in ESP beside your name, right? That way I know you want to be in the contest. Your name is going to be the same on both Mountaineer Paul Talks Football and Hoops from the Hills. Type in ESP beside your name. That way we know, right? And we'll give away something from the team, whether that be, like I said, signed memorabilia. We'll get it from Garrett Green. How about that? We'll just make it Garrett Green. We'll go to the NIL store. We'll find something, and we'll give it away. Jersey, something like that. Doesn't really matter what the cost of it is as long as it's nothing insane, right? $200, we don't care. So do that for us, guys. If you're interested in that, put ESP in the comments right now. I don't care if we have 71 ESPs in here. Let me know you're interested. That way I know you're going to go do it. We'd like to really get that website up and off the ground, guys, so that we have a safe number of people coming back each week to read the articles, to engage on the platform. And I'm going to myself start engaging with you guys directly because I think, that's part of it that's missing right now. I haven't been engaging as much as I should have with the, people. So, and by the way, that means you got to be subscribed to both these channels and the website. So if you're going to go do that, keep putting ESP in here. That way I'll know to look for you, and we'll get that thing done. So if you're already subscribed, go fix your name to, your whatever your name is, and then ESP afterwards. And I'll explain to Sean later what I had him do. Mark's pushing for season tickets. That's a little rich, Mark, for just free sign up. Now a subscription, something like that, like if you were paying for the channel, maybe then, yeah. So, and if you don't want Garrett Green, we could probably, I think Sean wanted to go ahead and order this. So I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I can show you that now, Shawnee Warrior. Let me get this site pulled back up, and I'll get a hyperlink in the description for you all to see. Let's see. Okay. All right, so you're going to type in WVinsiders.com. That's insiders with an S. Okay, and then you're going to, if you're on a mobile, guys, it's going to show up a little bit differently. So let me get that really quick. So okay, so on mobile, right there, you can see will be 3 little tabs. It looks like a hamburger. You'll click that, and then right here it'll say home, football, basketball, Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, Hoops from the Hills, and forums. Go to the forums and sign up here in forums. Make a username and put ESP beside your name. If you're watching this after the show, we're going to let this go for a couple days, maybe a week. Maybe you do a couple episodes on it, get enough people signed up, and then, pull a winner. We'll do it live. We'll figure out a way to make it random, and maybe we pull 2. If there's a lot of people, maybe we do 2. But we want you guys to be coming back. We want you guys to, and don't just create a name. Ask a question in the forum. Really get in there and interact if you guys can, because we just don't have a ton of people in here yet. So, we're getting, we got probably a couple hundred here or there, but it's not nothing like I want, so I'm really we're really invested into growing this. So please do that, guys. Oh, Sean, there you are. Thanks for the super chat, bro. So what we were talking about was what you and I talked about earlier about the giveaway. Signed helmet, hat, something, jersey, whatever we decide. And people go to the forum and sign up. So Leo Cole said he already signed up, which is great. Which, Leo, I need to get your address or something so that Nathan can get that picture to you. He's having trouble contacting you. But Sean, people are going to be fixing their names to whatever their name is, and they're going to have ESP at the end, stands for Eat Shit Pit. And then whatever their names are, and then we're going to, that way we will know that they are who they are. Is that a good way to do it, do you think, Sean? Or should we do it a different way? Should it be should they try to make their name? How will we know that they match the part that I was having trouble with was how will we know they match, both others? I guess whenever we pull it, we'll pull it from here, and then we'll just have to make sure that they're who they say they are on both others, So, but yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Like I said, whatever you want as far as from memorabilia goes, we'll figure it out. And I think we're going to get a few people signed up on there. You need to sign up UPS hat promotion. Oh, you're going to make it hard. Listen, man, I've had it. You guys know I've talked to almost there. I've had Rim Baker. Just had Bosley last night. I've had former players. I've had Chase Harler. I've had a bunch of people. Steve Slayton on my show. Try getting Owen Schmidt. He is as busy as all get out. And I'm not saying he's a snob. I'm just saying I've done everything I can to reach out to that guy. He's tough. He's tough to get a hold of. Not for lack of trying, I'll tell you that. But he's got so much on his plate. He coaches, he does all this stuff. So, not saying it's impossible. I just don't know. I mean, I message Jed Drenning from time to time. We're not friends or anything like that, but I do message him. I ask him a question here and there. But he's never been come off as the type of guy that would just give me Owen's number either. So. All right, guys. So a Deuce jersey would be cool too. Well, if you win, Daniel, we could probably make something like that happen. I'm not sure. Talking about Deuce McBride. I mean, it's Mountaineer memorabilia. I don't see what it would matter. I don't know if we're going to wait until the winter and then pull the memorabilia and let you pick it, or if Sean's just going to order something and we're going to have it ready. Leaving that up to Sean because it's really him, that's helping me do this promotion. He's guys, you don't know how much he deserves for being such a good guy. But anyway, so we're excited about this. The website, these two channels, we were trying to do something with another channel, and it seems like that's fallen through. We were trying to grow, and we're still want to, but at the end of the day, it's like hypothetically, if I was going to buy a YouTube channel or somebody was going to give me one, it would have to be Mountaineer related or at least Big 12 related, and that's just so niche of a thing that it's just not likely to come up very often, right? So unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we were trying to grow. So, and you guys know I've said this for months now, but I'm very transparent with you guys. I don't hold on to much, mostly my most private stuff. But one thing you're going to get on this show, you definitely won't get anywhere else, is you're going to get the real, what's going on. So let me know in the comments, guys. Curious to know, who's your favorite transfer so far? And what expectations do you have for this class so far? I'm going to pull that article back up really quick and just kind of look and let me know as we look through these lists of players. Let's see what this team really looks like, right? Let's just have a little chat and talk about this team a little bit. Who you got? I got even better. Let's tell me what you see 1 through 5. Who you got? Who you got at the 1? Who you got at the 5? Who you got at the 4? I have been told that Tucker is probably going to play the 4. So I found that to be interesting. Now, he's second biggest guy on the team, really. He and Hansberry are right there, and Toby Okani, actually, Okani probably would be. He's 6'8". But I think, the Tucker could definitely play there. So it'd be interesting to see if he actually plays at the 4. But just for my fun, with what we have now, so trying to think who I would – the 2 is really the hardest spot to place somebody, if you ask me. But I guess for now, if this team stayed like it is, you got to think, well, Andre's got to start. He's he literally has to. So there's so many different ways you could take this roster, especially at the 4. I mean, these 3 forwards right here, obviously Tucker's going to start somewhere, but Okani and Hansberry are going to be interesting. You give the nod to Oconee because experience, but I would not at all leave Hansberry out of the running here. So if you've got Andre at the 5, Hansberry, Oconee, and DeVries, let's say DeVries starts at the 4. Well, then it makes it really easy. You've got Oconee at the 3, right? Now you talk about the 2. Who you got? Small, Harris, Yesufu. Well, I think you got to go with, I don't know, man. Do you go with Yesufu at the 2 and Small at the 1, or do you go with Harris at the 2 and Small at the 1? It's tough, right? But our starting lineup is definitely on this list right here. So it'll be interesting to see which way they take it. Small and DeVries, oh, yeah, they got to play together, no doubt. And I mean, that's just the way it is. We've had a lot of people. We've got 63 people here on YouTube, and we got 29 on X. If you're on X, then you're probably on my profile, Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. Go ahead and type in the comments over on X. And by the way, thank you for joining. ESP underneath where you're watching. That lets me know you're going to come to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. You're going to come to, and which is in my, if you look at my bio on Mountaineer Paul Talks Football X on X, you can go there. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go there and subscribe now. Go to Hoops from the Hills and subscribe, which is this channel. You'll just have to find it on YouTube, and then go to this website, westvirginiainsiders.com. Go to the forum and sign up there too. We're going to do a giveaway of some merch. It could be Garrett Green, it could be Jaheim White. Really, it's either going to be who Sean gets or who you want. I'm not sure which one we've decided on yet, but it's going to be one of the main, 2 or 3 players. So be ready for that, and we'll do a giveaway. But your name has to. The reason ESP is important is so we know that you're coming from YouTube, the YouTube portion of this, so we can link all 3 accounts together and make sure you're signed up on all 3. This was basically Sean's brainchild. I mean, I gave some input, but yeah, KJ. Oh, you know what? I'm glad you made that point, Daniel. Powell is going to have a say in that 2 spot, or the 3. Probably the 3. I'm not sure where they're going to play him yet. I mean, he's got some guard skills. Let me look. I think he had some stuff. Guys know me. There's no set way to do this. Good thing about watching Powell stuff is there should be no copyrights on it because it's all high school. Okay. All right. So let's go over here to his media. He's got some stuff on here. So video wise, we're going to put some Powell stuff up here. I'm making a point. If you haven't seen Jonathan Powell play yet, there's a reason he was such a high-end 4-star player, and that he was going to play Xavier. He's an extremely polished offensive player and will be ready at the college level now, which is why I think he'll factor into either the 2 or the 3 spot. Check it out. Got to turn the volume off for copyright worries. Oh, crap. Let's do that again. Okay, so I've ran these videos before on here, and I'm sorry if you're seeing this stuff for a second time. But this is Jonathan Powell. Step back. I love that dunk on transition, but this is where he shines, in transition especially. The kid's a stud. There he goes. He splits 2 defenders. Love the passion. And he's not getting way above the rim. But if I had to say, and I want to show this again. I may have went back a little too far. No, I didn't go back far enough. That's the problem. Let's see. Maybe it's right here. Yeah, after this. So this is the best shot of him I've seen as far as full body. I mean, he's a pretty slim kid, right? That's my biggest worry. I'm sure he's probably gotten bigger since then. He told me he did. I think in our conversations, I have to go look. But yeah, he's obviously needs to gain 20 or 30 pounds. There's no doubt. But I think you can do that, especially if he shows up here, early enough in the off season. They've got such a great weight program there. I really do believe that he will do that. Here's another one. Oh, is there a super chat? It just flashed. Yes, it did. Thank you, Jacob Yoho, for the $5 super chat. What was that sharpshooter's name the other day that shoots the three well? You talking about Bugs? Bugs, the third? Yes, Ashante Warrior. He's got swag. I'm going to show another video as well on him really quick. I'm not sure what it's going to show. I don't know if I've seen this one yet. Here he is again. There's that swag, Ashanti. That's where he's best, though. I mean, that shot is so pure. Oh, look at the look. That's something I do. I used to do when I played. If I made you miss somehow, or if I sidestepped you, I'm bad for doing that little look as well. Where is it? It's right after this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right here. Well, no, it's after this one. Little sidestep there. he got do pretty good. What's the little look though? Yeah, I can relate to that. There he goes in with two-hand flush, and he's going to get a little more explosive, obviously, in college. But he's got enough, right? And he's got that length too. I mean, he's like I said, he's not bouncing his head off the rim here, but he's got plenty of explosion, especially with the length. That was a pretty pass. But this is what he does best. So look at the footwork, obviously. Right foot just a hair in front of the left foot. Look at the form here. Let's see if I can. So obviously that's exactly what you want. Look where that hand placement is. Everything that you want. I mean, I can't see the other side of the ball, but that famous L shape that we all you're told about. Now it is different to varying degrees on certain different players. If you look at JJ Redick, for instance, he had a perfect L, but different people's forearms are longer or shorter than others, so it's going to be different. This here is really good because he's got where he lets go of the ball. As you can see, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous, guys. So when I say polished, and they were dominating this team, 60-29. Look at that in the background. That's in the second quarter. Holy crap! But it's a very pretty jump shot. I'll be surprised if he's not a 40%-ish type shooter in college. He's already got that kind of ability. There it is. Look at that perfect form. Gosh, man, I know I'm probably a nerd for this stuff, but that's what you got to have, especially if you're going to be a great shooter. I mean, he's even got the fingers in the right place and everything on that. So he does look a lot like Emmett, Jacob. I agree with that. Do you guys want to see anything else by him? He probably has more videos. I mean, it's basically that's what you see is what you get on him with the videos. But as you can see, he was good enough to be committed to Xavier, who gets 5-star talent all the time. So it's it's that serious of a recruit for us. Here's one more. Let's play one more. I haven't seen this one either. He was up for that one. Let's see if I can catch it. Pretty cool. Like, take that screenshot right there. Sorry, guys. I'm bad for pausing, trying to look at form. So there it is. And you can see like that right foot's turned in just a little bit. So with the left, that's not a surprise. It's not really. Some people think it has to be directly pointed at the rim, but it doesn't. He's got a buttery shot. It's so effortless too. See, he's got some guard skills too. That's what I'm talking about. He hasn't displayed it in these videos, but he's got some ball handling skills as well. It'll be interesting to see at the college level how he performs with that. There he is, big boy, and somebody in the fadeaway. So as you can see, he's got mid-range game as well, which means he's going to be dangerous, not just coming off the screen for the three. He's going to be dangerous at all three levels. Right? Look, right here we go. There it is, the crossover into the mid-range pull-up. So when I say all that to say, this kid's going to be a good player for us. I'm really excited about him. I truly am. The physicality of the league is really what we worry about, with a kid like him. Is it going to eat him up and spit him out? Well, we'll see. The offer to Ikena Alozi is really, it's amazing. I have not been told anything about it yet. I knew the offer went out. I almost did an episode on it. Probably should have done one. But if there's any heat to it at all, you'll see me do an episode on it pretty soon. But, they're playing things so close to the best, guys. I'm just telling you. They are playing it extremely close to the best. Ashanti Warrior Chris Parker was only in play just for that 24 to 48 hour span right after it happened. I don't know why it fell apart, but it did. I do know some things about it, but I'm not at liberty to talk about it, unfortunately. But he's no longer in play. That's basically it. Can he play defense? You're talking about Powell. I don't know. His tape. I could probably go online and find some games where I've watched full games, but it's high school footage, and it just drives me nuts to watch it because it's really hard to get the right angles to see everything you want to see. But at 6'6" or 7, he might even be 6'8". I haven't looked in a while. Let me see here. I think he's 6. He might be 6'6", but let's see. I'm off. I'm sorry. He's only 6'4". He looks bigger than that. I'm not going to. It says 6'5" here. I have no clue. Let's go with 6'5". He's probably still growing, to be honest. He's long. You saw that. He looked, to me, I thought he was 6'6" or 6'7", right? And so, on that video, he's got the length to be able to play good defense, but outside of that, I don't know. Got to think Darren DeVries is shooting for better talent than Huggins did. Oh, there's no doubt about that. Bob Huggins recruited a different. Well, he just had a different philosophy. He prioritized toughness and defense over what you would consider offensively, especially talented people, because that can develop. We've seen a guy, Gabe Osterboyan's a great example. He came in here from Arkansas as a defensive spot stopper and specialist. And over the 2 years he was here, he really turned into, I think he averaged 8 a game his last season here. And he was nothing like that when he got here. There was some interest, Leo, but I'm told the offer didn't stay long. So I'm not really sure what happened there. You want to know how you Shante, thank you for the super chat, $4.99. I did not see that. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for missing it. Really means a lot. See, that's how you know you've got a hell of a community. A guy like Mark, you got people invested into your show is when they're thanking people for super chats. Mark, you're a hell of a guy, man. I appreciate that you guys want that for me. Uh, it means a lot. Money and everything, but we all need it to have a good quality of life, right? So um, I just appreciate that you guys are good to me like that. So thank you. He's athletic enough to be a good defensive player. Yes. Yes, he is. Timothy Green, thank you. I think by the time the season starts, we're going to have a damn good basketball team, and we should win between 18 and 20 games, I think, easily. I think, that's fair. We're probably going to be on the underside of that as far as like Vegas goes, or any kind of preseason predictors, because of our lack of bigs at the time. People are going to look at that and worry about us. But if you look at what Darren DeVries has done in his career, he's always played with smaller teams and always won with smaller teams. So he has a philosophy. Now, I'm sure if he gets into the Big 12 year one and realizes, okay, I can't play that at this level, he'll probably change it. Hell, he might change it after the first few games. But I do know he's going to try it. Small ball wins, guys. Look at what Houston did last year. Houston didn't have a starter over 6'8". Do we have a Jamal Shed on this team? No, we don't. But we might if Sincere Harris can get some offensive game, right? So, don't give up just yet on this team, because like I said, Houston, Iowa State didn't have a big team. Not everybody had to be UConn or Purdue. Jacob Yoho, are they still looking for that sharpshooter? I've heard, I heard Bugs is a possibility, but I do think they're looking at other players first. So let that play out. There are some names that I can't bring up right now that they're involved in. So just let it play out, guys. You'll be happy though. These last 3 spots, you're going to be happy. You guys know if I could, I would talk about it. Sign up for the forum though, and I can say more. So, and I'm not just saying that. So just sign up for the forum, guys. Is all I can really say. I'm gonna announce this one more time, only because we've got more people in here. We have more people on especially X. If you subscribe to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, Hoops for the Hills, and the website, wvinsiders.com, we're going to do a giveaway. Probably some merch. Daniel Morris, what's your super early prediction for the Big 12 standings and nationally? It's a good question. My posture sucks, guys. Daniel, the thing about that question is we don't have the complete team yet that we're going to have. And if we get some of the players that we're looking at, it goes from, okay, let's say right now, I would say we are a fringe tournament team. I would put us in the tournament. I think Darren DeVries is too big of a winner, so I'm not going to bet against him in the tournament. I'm just not going to do it. He was faced with the same exact scenario at Drake in year one. And, I think starting in the Missouri Valley Conference with 0 players and having to build a team his first year is – that's almost as hard as doing it in the Big 12. It's still really, really hard, so I think he can do it. Predictions as of right now, I'll say they win 21 games as long as they stay healthy and finish on the fringe of top 25. They'll be a top 30 team, right? And then they're going to be a team because of Small and DeVries that nobody wants to see in the tournament, because they'll really be able to play small ball and score a bunch of points. That's what's going to be fun about this team. They're going to score a bunch of transition this year. Hope that was an answer you liked. Hugs Final Four team did have a true big. Just saying, you mean did not, Mark, or did? Just curious what you actually meant there, because I think you meant did. Oh yeah, he said did. Yeah, right. I mean, for goodness sake, Joe Mazzulla played in the back of the 1-3-1, right? So, wonder what the competition for overseer strip will be. That's a good question, West Virginia Undertaker. And welcome to the show. That's a name I'm not 100% familiar with. I'm not going to lie. If you've watched before now, I truly apologize. There's a lot of names on here. But, I mean, I pretty much remember. Here's another one, Rick Beverland. I'm not exactly sure. If you guys are new, please subscribe, especially to Hoops from the Hills and Mountaineer Paul Talk Football. Upload almost daily, so we'd be really appreciative if you could do that and go to the website and do that too. But we're going to be doing that giveaway, so we'll be excited to see what new people we get. Yes, another guard, Rick. Do some clip of Bugs. Hugs Final Four team didn't have a true big, correct. So yeah, I can do some clips of Bucks for you there, Jacob. Jacob Yoho is one of the elites on as far as let's see. Well, here we go. All right. So this is John Bucks III, and I'm going to have to play a couple of these just sing individual clips here, Jacob, because most of his stuff is on YouTube. But as far as pure shooters go, he's the best that I've seen left. But this is really all he does that I can see. But he shot 50% from three in a year. So, like, he's that good of – he's, like, really good shooter. There he is right there. A lot of he gets a lot of elevation on his jump shot. Swish. Oops, I messed that up. All right. So there's that one. Here's one with Bugs. Okay. And this is somebody we have offered, guys. So it's not like – here we go. Bugs is lethal behind the three-point line, shooting 45% on over 4 attempts per game. He shot 42% and a half off the bench from three-point range on 113 attempts last year. So I think that's, and it'll show a couple shots of his. He's really that good. He is now from three. But I don't know what else, I'm being told he doesn't do much else very good. But he's elite at this. Like, if you want a great shooter, here's your guy. I like those North Texas uniforms, though. Those are pretty slick looking. Definitely similar to Boston. That pump fake. That reminds me of – you guys remember Sam Young from Pitt? The best pump fake I've ever seen was Sam Young from Pitt. Look at this pump fake. Very pretty. But, yeah, Bugs is a machine. There's no doubt about it. Guys like him get into the NBA just because they can do this, right? So, as long as he can play kind of serviceable defense, this is your guy, man. He's got such a consistent looking shot. It comes from the same spot every time. I mean, every single time. And he's even got that little bit of vibration on his wrist at the end. So, yes, love him. I would like to have him. This is the 4th super chat. Let's try to get 10 before the end of the live. Appreciate that, Simple Mark. Very much, man. You're the man. Sean Uphold, if you want to win a signed WV merch, you must be subscribed to both Mountaineer Paul Talks Football and Hoops from the Hills YouTube channel and post, especially in the giveaway topic on the forum on the WV Insiders page. So Sean has this taken care of. Go to the let's pull it up one more time. All right, so all right. When you get here, go all the way over to forums, or if you're on a mobile phone, it'll be the little 3 lines, or it looks like a hamburger on your top left-hand corner. Click on that, go to forums, and then go to basketball chat, and then there'll be one of these topics here, right? New. Is there a topic up yet about it, Sean? Not sure. Is there a? Oh, it's under general. Okay. All right. It's under general, guys. Here it is. Giveaway. Eat shit pit poster here. So there's 0 in there right now, guys. So I'm sorry to do this to you at the very end. I should have probably had this all figured out beforehand, but it's honestly my fault. So do me a favor and go to westvirginiainsiders.com and put something in the giveaway post here under general. So appreciate that, guys. Hope that's easy enough for you. I'll be excited to see where it goes. We got another shooter. Did something happen, or are you just let me just look anyway. now I'm like, uh-oh, did I miss something? Did anybody commit that I'm not knowing about, or did I just misread him there? Holy crap. He has lost a lot of weight. Not seeing anything anyway. I'm assuming that was just me reading that, though. I don't see anything on a new commit. Yeah, I knew he was going to Sanford. Thanks for letting me know, Sean. Didn't miss anything. Okay. What's up, Tommy Grams? Can't wait for the backyard brawl this year. You guys have a decent roster. Thanks, Tommy. Are you a Pitt fan? You're certainly welcome in here, man. We'll give you hell over it, but at the end of the day, it's nothing personal, man. This is my space, and I say you're welcome. We let you guys come in here and talk too. As long as you're not trolling, we don't care. Well, welcome to the forum, or welcome to the. Listen, you can get in on on the giveaway. If you want to sign Garrett Green or sign Jaheim White, you could certainly get it on the giveaway. If you got any West Virginia relatives or anything like that, he will not like my username. That's pretty funny. Silas wants to know, are you going to the backyard brawl, Tommy? We got the eat shit pit stuff in here already, Tommy. Don't get offended, man. Oh, that's pretty funny. But yeah, guys, WestVirginiaInsiders.com, forums, general, and then boom, you're there. All right, guys. Not a whole lot else to talk about. No more super chats in here yet, do I? Did I miss any? Nope, I didn't miss any. Okay. If you have a question before we get out of here tonight, guys, use that super chat button. Other than that, Civil Mark, he might burn the giveaway. Yeah. Very true. Very true. I appreciate your all's. You guys are so freaking awesome, man. I appreciate you guys' support. Excited about the giveaway. We're really excited about that. Hopefully, whoever wins that actually really, really appreciates it, needs it. But I'm not going to enter, just so you know, and neither is Sean. So would you guys be mad if in a couple weeks I posted the winner? It was me. That happened to me not this past year, but the year before. We did our brackets, and I won, and couldn't partake because I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, holy crap, I just won this, and then couldn't get the money. It's crazy. Neither Sean said he can't win either. Tommy said he's not going to the brawl. Understandable. It's hard. It's going to be probably an expensive ticket, but I'm excited about it, Tommy. So West Virginia got better than a decent roster, though. To be honest with you, Tommy. Here's how I phrase it to people that want to know, like, why I'm excited about this year's team is we return over 70% of the starters from a team that won 9 games last year. It was a Hail Mary away from 10 wins. Like, they lost on a Hail Mary in the game they were winning in the last seconds. And then a fourth quarter collapse when they were winning against Oklahoma State from 11. Now, I know that happens to teams every year, but neither one of those things honestly should have happened, So we got 3 of the 5 offensive linemen back from the number 1 rushing team in the nation last year. The left tackle on that team has never given up a sack. So he's probably going to be a top 15 pick, Wyatt Milam. And we've got, of the offensive linemen that are new, they've all got 10-plus starts under their belt. So at center and at right tackle. So we're excited. Malone doesn't have 10, but the center does. So we feel really good about the offense. We just got a transfer from Mississippi State receiver that we're excited about on top of the top 5 receivers remaining outside of one guy that left last year. And then we have added like 7 or 8 defensive backs through the portal. Like because at linebacker, we return everybody, and at defensive line, we return everybody. Like, we really do. So we're still, like, we feel like we're being undervalued nationally. And I really do believe, especially if we fix our corner and safeties, we're going to be a 10-win team, 11-win team next year. Like, I'm being honest about that. I'm not even being like, it's there. We're adding luxury pieces. Like the pieces that we're adding right now, we would be fine without. So do I see us winning that many because of the schedule? No. But I do think, we have the talent to do it if everything goes well. Every time a team wins 10 or 11 games in a season, unless they're like national championship worthy, it's because they had some luck along the way. Last year, 11 for us would have been Hail Mary not being completed and Ollie Gordon not scoring 3 touchdowns in the last 7 or 8 minutes of the game. So I know this is basketball, but I talk about both on here sometimes. Hey, Sean, Aaron Rifle Fishing. Sean Uphold, I need to get a hold of you. Do you ceramic coat boats? Before you get off here, I'll message you really quick. That way he can respond to you if he's no longer in the chat. He could be. I just don't know. How are you? Hey, what's up, Pokemon? How you doing, man? He's giving away a signed jersey. Yeah. I mean, it probably we can probably make it a jersey. I honestly haven't talked with Sean about what it's going to be yet. The problem with the jersey is the size. If we order it ahead of time, then how are we going to do that? We could wait till after the winner's announced. Sure, we could do that, but then then we got to wait. Then that person's got to wait. So that's the only real worry about it, to be honest. And so maybe it's something I'm sure we can figure out. But Aaron, just give me 1 second. I'm going to text him. Don't leave yet, because I like whenever he gets business through here. It makes me feel good. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to ignore you. Do you ceramic? What did you ask? Did he what to boats? Ceramic coat boats. All right. He's getting ready to get back on, Aaron. Okay. Well, people are definitely doing that, signing into there a little bit, because I'm getting in my ear. People, I'm getting little updates. It's telling me. Hey, what's up, Pokemon? I appreciate you for coming on, man. If Green keeps his helmet on, hey, man, I would love to have that helmet that he tossed. Speaking of that, that's exactly one of the reasons we lost that game. It's doing pretty good, man. If you're new on here, we're doing a giveaway. So I know you're subscribed to both the YouTube channels. Go over to the forum on the website and sign up. Put ESP or whatever. Put who you are on YouTube or whatever. And we're doing a giveaway to some merch, whether it be Garrett Green or Jaheim or CJ or somebody. And we're going to give it away. So get over there and sign up for that real quick, man. Hey, what's up, Mr. Barfarkle? WVU basketball is looking a hell of a lot better than 2023. I think we'll get to the thumbing dance. Heck yeah. Smack, what's up? So anything new as far as recruiting this year? I was late getting here. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Do you mean this week? I'm so confused by that question. So anything new as far as recruiting this year? I was late getting here. Do you mean like on the football side, or what are you asking here? Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm misunderstanding that, but Aaron Rifle Fishing. Are you here? I'm going to give you a phone number to call. Not sure how to do this without putting it out to the entire public. I'll tell you what. Call Magic Shine tomorrow when he's at work. He said to tell you it's not worth it. So he's turning away your business. He'll do it if you really want to do it though. But I'm assuming if he can. But call Magic Shine Automotive. I'm guessing maybe that's the number he just gave me because it's not. Let me make sure it's not the same number. Okay, yeah. Here's the number to call. Okay. 304-244-703. Call that number tomorrow, Aaron, and he'll talk to you about it. All right. Yeah, we had Jamon Small Smack is the last recruit that we've had this week, man. I'll be doing another episode here tomorrow or so. So just let me update you then, okay, brother? Sorry about that, Smack. I got to get going here. My allergies are starting to go out of whack on me anyways. But, yeah, guys, so don't forget about the giveaway. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you're not. Subscribe to both channels, like I said, and then go to the website. I know I've said it a million times. Don't mean to keep preaching on it. Yeah, he said we do it. So appreciate you guys for joining in. Enjoy the show if you're watching this after the fact. Until tomorrow, guys, my name is Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. This episode is over, and I'm out.